Hello, and welcome back to our AirHub portal training series. In our last video, we discussed how to create an operation in AirHub portal using generic volumes. In this video, we will discuss the surface routing tool and how it can help you create an operation while mitigating your risk exposure. This tool can be found under the Discover tab on your primary navigation view. I currently have the tool open. The map is on the right-hand side, and we've loaded up the Chicagoland area. On the left-hand side are all the input criteria that we'll fill out in this tutorial. First, we need to select our area of interest. This can be anywhere that we wish to fly our UAS. Now, let's move on to the second step, selecting our surface resolution. This step is crucial as it determines the level of detail in our operation planning. For now, I'm going to set it to low detail, but we'll revisit this later. The third step is to input our criteria to generate the surface profile. You'll see here that the default view has no features, so we will need to add some. For now, I'm going to use the features of the Airspace Link default template. When you load this template, you'll notice a variety of features, each with its own score. These scores are not just numbers, they represent the level of risk associated with each feature. The higher the score, the more cautious we need to be in our operation planning. This is a crucial aspect to consider as we aim to create safe and efficient operations. For now, before we generate a route, let's show you what this surface looks like. As the surface generates, it's important to note that the hexagons are intentional, as we leverage the hexagon model to quickly aggregate and display this data. Now let's revisit the surface resolution in step 2. As you can see, the load detail has large hexagons. However, as I increase the resolution to medium and then to high, these hexagons will get smaller and smaller. This aids in data presentation as we consider the wide range of features and their associated risk score and leverage the legend on the bottom right-hand side. This surface model quickly displays where some of the hotspots or areas of interest that we want to avoid from our planning process are, as they are highlighted in yellow. For this demo, I'm going to go back to the medium detail so the hexes are larger and more easily seen. Let's go ahead and click on one of these hexes. You will see that this particular hex surface cell has a unique hex ID. The hex score is 10 out of 10 due to the fact that a school is in the hex area, and we have rank scored schools highly. If we move around, we find this circle H icon, indicating that this is a helipad. Now you can see how the data is aggregated across the surface of this hex. As I move to the next hex, I click somewhere in the middle of the hex. You can see it has both a hospital feature and a railroad feature, and it has a higher aggregated score of 8. Now let's build a route on top of this surface. To build a route on this surface, we're going to toggle on Route Path, Optional, Step 4, and Sketch a Path. We will start our sketch in the lower left-hand corner. I'll drop a waypoint somewhere here in the middle. And then on the last waypoint, please make sure you double-click to finish the sketch and lock in the route. Once I double-click to finish the route sketch, let's generate the route that's going to take into account all these ground-based hazards. As you can see, the white dotted line here is our original route. The solid white line is the recommended route, which avoids some of these yellow hexagons as calculated by the aggregate hazard score we originally selected. Since we're building a route at this point, I'm going to build it using high detail. This allows for a more granular route, minimizing my risk exposure. As you can see, it does just that. Also, this route traverses more purple hexagons, which is exactly what we want and expect to happen. Using the high detail resolution lowers the risk more than when I was building it on the medium score. If I zoom in here, you will see that all these additional lines shown within this corridor are possible routes the drone could have taken. However, the algorithm has chosen the optimal route based on minimizing distance and overall risk. This route corridor displays hexagons the model selected as the most ideal ones to traverse based on overall risk and distance analysis. Finally, once we're satisfied with the route, I enter the altitude at which I want to fly. I'm going to input 200 feet above ground level. In addition, if necessary, I can regenerate this route. The surface should be the same. However, this time, we are taking altitude into account. Now, all of the waypoints have altitude built into them. As an added benefit, I can click the download button here and generate a KML file that I can pull out and drop into any other third-party software that can ingest KML files. More importantly, with a KML file, I can build it and upload it to my ground control station so that my UAS has the route that I want to fly. So that's it. I hope you found our surface routing tool overview helpful. If you have any questions or just want to chat about it, feel free to reach out to us. We're always here to help and would love to hear from you. Thanks for checking us out, and happy flying.